your God power. Get everything you ever wanted and live the life of your dreams. The Master's Course. Copyright 2010 by Richard Lee McKim Jr. All rights reserved. Let the quest for knowing begin. When you have a seeing function in your energy form, the blue oval, that is linked to your eyes by your beliefs and meanings, then when you open your eyes, the beliefs and meanings dictate and facilitate that you will see something with them. That would be the quote-unquote normal arrangement and meanings. So here we have an illustration again. You have seeing, and there's beliefs and meanings, which is the relationship, with the physical representation, which is the eye. You open your eye, the relationship says, the beliefs and meaning says that you see something, and sure enough, you do. Okay. When you have a seeing function in your energy form, the blue oval, that is linked to your eyes by your beliefs and meanings, then when your eyes become damaged in some way, you no longer can see. After all, the representation, the eyes, are no longer representing functionality. Remember that when your actual seeing function is linked to your physical representation by your beliefs and meanings, then when you have a damaged physical representation, then the actual function is also turned off. Not because it has to be, but because you believe that it is, so it is. Okay, the next illustration, it says, damaged eyes equals damaged seeing ability. So what that means is, because of the relationship between the seeing function and your eyes, remember, if you do something on one side, it affects the other side. And it doesn't matter which side. So if your eyes are no longer functioning because they got poked out or damaged or whatever, because of the relationship with the seeing function, then you no longer see. When one is in a place of disrepair, the other is in a place of disrepair because they are linked by this relationship. Okay, just like on the tuning dial. When the tuning dial is moved to one place, the tuner is moved to that place. But if you take the tuner itself and move it to a different place, the tuning dial is going to move to a different place. So if we move the tuning dial on the eyes to no longer can see, then the tuning function or the seeing function is going to move to a place of no longer can see. To really understand this relationship quality of beliefs and meanings, consider this. What is your beliefs and meanings about seeing? Do you think that you can only see from your eyes? So, if that is so, then if your eyes are closed, then you can't see. However, that didn't stop all those other people from seeing in other ways and from other places on their body. It is just that you established a relationship between your seeing function and your eyes since before your birth. So, like our radio example, if your eyes can't see, then because of your beliefs and meanings, you can't see. Your actual seeing functionality is tied to your representation. When one is not working, they are both not working. When your eyes don't see, you don't see. When your ears don't hear, you don't hear. When your brain is missing some functionality, then you are missing that same functionality. Not because you have really lost that functionality, but because you believe that you have. It is always your beliefs and meanings that create your reality. If you believe that you can't see without your eyes, then you can't. Your true and real functionalities are never lost. This would be like if, in the radio example above, the string connection between the tuning knob and dial and the real tuner was damaged or cut. it would no longer work. Okay, let's look at this illustration here. Here it says, as you can see in these two pictures, the string is off the pulley and it can no longer be tuned by the normal tuning controls, and the dial is falling over. So as we look at this picture here, we can see that this thing is totally dysfunctional now. The string is in a ball, it's in a mess, it's obviously not capable of tuning. Now, listen to that carefully. The tuning dial and the tuning knob is obviously not capable of tuning. I didn't say whether the radio could be tuned. I said that the tuning knob and the dial were incapable of doing it. The representation has a problem. The representation's functions are messed up. The string is in a ball. The string is off the pulley. The dial is fallen over. They no longer have that link. There's no longer that relationship there. Because the tuning mechanism, the physical representation, is damaged. Now that's important. I want you to really, really get that. The physical representation is damaged. Did I say that the function was damaged? No. Because remember, the function and the representation are separate. So in this case, the representation is damaged. Okay, but the function, of course, is still good. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Let's continue. Here it says, this would be like if your eyes were damaged or part of your brain was taken out or injured or something like that. It is only a damaged representation. Of course, on our radio example, if the tuning knob got broken off, you would try to fix it by gluing it back on or something else. However, if that didn't work, or there was something else broken or messed up with the tuning needle from being dropped or stepped on, then you would no longer be able to listen to any music, especially if the tuner was not tuned to a station when it was broken. However, even though the radio no longer worked, you would still have the clock on the clock side, and it could still tell time and set off an alarm to wake you up in the morning. This is like a lot of people who have lost their sight or some function in their body, be it something in their brain or internal organs or whatever else. While that certain part is broken beyond repair, the rest is still working in a perfect order. Of course, they feel that that part, say their eyes or their brain, is gone forever, and since they cannot grow eyes or brains, they will never see or think like that again. They just live on without that part and without that ability. Let's look at what this might look like in our normal illustration. Okay, let's look at this illustration. Once again, this is normal reality, which only means the usual meanings. Okay, that's all. Normal reality is just usual meanings that most people have. That's what makes it normal. A lot of people have these meanings. Okay, they're not sharing. Once again, they're not sharing the same reality. They have the same meanings, which creates the same reality, but they're all individual realities. Okay, so we got the physical meaning. Eyes and brains are needed for sight and thinking. Okay, that's the physical meaning. That's what most people believe. Okay, normal meanings. Then you have the physical meaning that you were born with brains and eyes, and they don't regrow. You were born with them, and brains and eyes don't regrow. Okay, so that's normal meaning once again. Most people believe that. Here it says physical meaning, eyes are damaged or brain is damaged. You add that into the equation, and what do you get? You get the physical meaning result. Sight and certain mental abilities are lost forever. Because if eyes and brains are needed for seeing and thinking, and you're born with them and they don't regrow, and if they're damaged in some kind of way, then if they don't regrow and you're born with them and you need them, and they're damaged and they're not going to regrow, then the physical result is naturally going to be sight and certain mental abilities are lost, and they're lost forever because you're not going to regrow your brain and you're not going to regrow your eyes. So once you lose that representation, Once you lose that physical aspect of your brain, or the physical aspects of your eyes, then that's it. That's the normal reality. That's normal meanings. Okay? All right, let's continue.
To continue, go to How to Use Your God Power, chapter number 10, segment number 62. Let your quest for knowing continue.